Hi, I'm LJ, and welcome to LJ's News Reactions. In today's clip, the United States has issued a warning to all U.S. citizens to leave Iran as soon as possible. I'm not sure what this means for the future, but it seems like the war drums are heating up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and as always, like and subscribe.
All right, turning now to another Fox News alert. The State Department issuing a travel advisory for U.S. citizens in Iran. The message is short and to the point, quote, leave Iran now, have a plan for departing Iran that does not rely on the U.S. government help. This follows President Trump's warning to the Islamic Republic as reports reveal hundreds of civilians have been killed during anti-government protests. The White House also revealing the private messages Iran is sending back to the United States. Watch this.
What the Iranian regime is saying publicly is quite different from the messages they are sending to the United States and the Trump administration privately. President Trump, as for him, he has always expressed that diplomacy is the first option, always has been, always will be. However, he is unafraid to use the lethal force and might of the United States military if and when he deems that necessary. And nobody knows that better than the Iranian regime.
Fox News contributor and former CIA station chief Dan Hoffman joins me now. Dan, good morning to you. There's this near communications blackout inside Iran right now to try and make it difficult for protesters to organize and continue. But those who have been able to get their message out to the outside world do say that there are many Iranians who are still dedicated and committed to this cause despite this ongoing violence against them. Where do you think these protests stand right now? And could this moment actually lead to significant change?
Yeah, I think the Iranian regime is under more threat right now domestically than they ever have been before. I think that's reflected in the outreach on the part of the Ayatollah to the United States for some negotiations, potentially about the nuclear program. Iran knows that their economy is in free fall. They're suffering from a shortage of water. All of those things have fueled these protests, and it threatens Iran's regime. And so what they want is to negotiate and put an end to those sanctions. I think the Trump administration will certainly listen. It's a good opportunity for us to collect information on how bad things are inside Iran. But I think the Trump administration might do well to let these protests play out and not be in a rush to eliminate or reduce those sanctions, which are having such a serious impact on the regime's security.
Okay, well, on that very point, President Trump posted this to Truth Social yesterday. Effective immediately, any country doing business with the Islamic Republic of Iran will pay a tariff of 25% on any and all business being done with the United States of America. This order is final and conclusive. And this whole protest started as an economic protest, and these new tariffs certainly aren't going to make anything easier on the regime. The president is going to be weighing his wide range of options today with top national security officials. What do you think the president should do moving forward?
So I think we have a number of options. I think the president is going to be looking at, obviously, the military option to strike IRGC facilities. They're the ones that they're bringing down the oppression on those protesters. That's certainly an option. Cyber strikes is another one, delivering internet to the Iranian people so that they can coordinate these protests. And of course, we've seen the sanctions increase further. And remember, the targeted countries are India, China, and Russia, those countries that do business with Iran. I'm sure that the president is going to be receiving an intelligence briefing from Director CIA Ratcliffe on exactly where these pain points are and how the CIA might assess Iran would react, the impact on domestic unrest inside the country. Lots of very heavy, weighty decisions for the administration today. The president will have his team around him to try to make the best decisions possible.
There's this horrific report, albeit unconfirmed, but also it would be unsurprising, of a 26-year-old Iranian who is set to be hanged later today. It would be the first public execution of this round of protesting. I mean, the resolve of people who are willing to die for a cause that they may not see come to fruition is awe-inspiring. What would real change, Dan, in the country of Iran mean for the Middle East and also for Americans here at home who are watching right now?
Well, I think for the United States, look, we've tried for years to change Iran's behavior. The Obama administration did that with the JCPOA, failed nuclear agreement. We've tried to influence Iran's behavior in the region with their support to proxy terrorists, their ballistic missile program, their nuclear program. I think the question is whether now it's time for maybe regime change that would ultimately provide an opportunity for more, for real long-term change in their behavior. I'm not sure you get to one without the other. The question I have going forward is the extent to which the IRGC is going to stay loyal to this regime, which is just full of rot. And that, I think, is what the Trump administration will be looking at. Iran is arguably the root of just about all the evil in the Middle East. And when you look at all the challenges we face, from Hamas to Hezbollah, the Houthis, Iran is at the center of it all.